Alright, there we go. A bit late. Well, get this going. Just cooked good food, just ate. We out here. Let's see how the mic's sounding, and we can get started. Just finished another anime I was watching recently, so I'm pretty good. Okay. Just finished another anime I was watching recently. Okay, mic's sounding good. I have to keep an eye on that because I don't know when it's just gonna pop on me. It freaking sucks when it bothers me. I can't do anything about it. But anyways, what's up everybody? My name is Crytek and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We out here after the insurmountable amount of nonsense that's happened these past few days with like the artifact grind or me caving in after saving up for a good while of artifacts. But I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. And I had a few clips where I got some goodness, and it was worth it. Definitely got rewarded more than I thought I would. But anyways, today we have the Navia story quest. The long-awaited Navia story quest. I can't wait to do this today. But I also can't wait to do another stream on Monday. We got to stream Monday since the month ends Monday. And we're going to have the Paimon shop update, and we'll be summoning on the standard banner. I also have a stream tomorrow I didn't think I'd be doing, but I might as well get out the way. See if there's another anime. Yeah. Okay. What is going on today? I don't think I bought the new Spina teapot yet. I still don't know if I want to build a new one yet. I will be honest though, I'm a little bit nervous about today's stream because I don't know what's going to happen. I already finished everything in this the other day. So, I already got everything out the event shop. So we good. All that goodness.
Add Astra.
But yeah, had another amazing clip I got recently. I still can't believe it, but I can't believe it. I don't know what happened, but we ended up getting this piece the same day I got that Pyro Goblet clip. I still can't believe that. Love this artifact. But now for what I want to update on is trying to figure out what the fuck to do with that goblet. I had to do some things. In order for me to do that, what I had to do is I had to figure out between 4 different pyro units. I learned this build on Yomi is going to be very hard to improve on. Even my Shime build isn't better than this build. It's quite sad, honestly, for Vaporize, but I have Mono Geo team. Not Mono Geo, did I just say that? Mono Pyro variant team that Akasha says I have. I have a really good one for that with the new goblet, but that's about it. I tried on Hu Tao, and I can get like 70 to 70 crit ratio, but I actually haven't tested that one yet. But right now, this is what my Hu Tao's running because I learned This is my second best build on her now with this goblet that I have currently. I learned that my Diluc cannot use that freaking new goblet I got. I cannot use it on him no matter what I do, because he needs a better flower. He needs a better flower no matter what. I can't change this scent. This feather's way too good. I can't change that. I'd have to change the sands maybe for balancing purposes, but the only thing I know I can truly change is this. I need like another 1020 on a flower, which is crazy to me. I don't know what to do. So, the next best thing I even said in my clip I was going to do is, it looks like a piece for this old character that I barely use, but because of this goblin, she is now stuck on this weapon. I'm pretty sad because this means that the pulls I did for Dia's weapon are now starting to haunt me. It means that this weapon is now worse. I have 3 builds on this that is stronger than this build, or this weapon's builds, which means I can't use this weapon no more. Nothing I can do about it. And the one I'm pretty excited to use, this is my second strongest build, because my strongest build is pretty cracked, but my second strongest has 240 ER, which I really like that. This one is pretty comparable to my Staff of Scarlet Sands build, but I think this one's just a little stronger vape-wise, but raw damage, I don't know. Either way, I was quite surprised to find out that if I change a few things, like this goblin does God's work. And I can keep this if I want to do Emblem Dia, which is nice, but I don't think I'm going to do Emblem Dia. I have 2 different builds I'm going to do on her, because I think people want to make her personal damage work, but I really do hate burst reliant DPSs if they're not supports or sub DPSs, which Dia isn't, so I don't really like using her burst, but I'll probably use it a few times, just because when we start building her, that'll be fun, I suppose. But yeah, this build is cracked. It's like my second strong build. And the only other build variant I did, should I check it? I should probably check it. Let me see. I want to at least show it here, 'cause I'm probably going to do it in the next Abyss cycle coming up. I'm probably going to use Shelling in there, so this other variant is probably my strongest for doing her consecutive melts, which is pretty nice if I'm doing the Melt Kaya. Okay, where is it at? This the right one? I don't think it is. Which one is this one? Definitely not that one. I did that one out of fun. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, there it is. There it is. Which one is this one? Okay, the Sans is that. So, there's this build. Um... This build is very strong. I was really surprised by this one. This is by far my strongest Shaolin build. It put me pretty high in the Akasha Rik. I was like, bro, I didn't think I was that high. Even though it's not like the highest of the high, it's still high. I haven't touched the damage of this one, but I can tell by just looking at it that it would probably be my strongest. Because of me vaping and having a good amount of ER, it's good enough to where I could funnel a little bit and not be too worried. But I don't want to build her like this. I'll probably try this at some point, because I'm going to probably try this exact build for when I do change my Kaya build. I do plan on changing my Kaya build in the future. He's not going to stay on 4-piece Emblem forever. I want to put him on 4-piece Crimson Witch, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting, because it's going to be for the double cryo variant. It's going to be fun. That's when I'll be hoping for this to be, you know, usable. But for now, this is not the build I'm going to run on her. I'm going to need to hope I can get a better ER Sands on set or something. I'm not trying to hope for something like that, but sometimes I do feel like I should hope on it one day. And that would be nice. But yeah, let me... How is the mic sounding right now? Is it fine? Seems like it's fine. Alright, so we're getting to this. We're gonna be finally doing Navia's story quest today, and I'm pretty excited to get this going. Because I'm sure we're gonna get to play her. Also, I forgot to do this. I need to do that. Should probably do that right now. Also, where your friendship at? Oh, you're 6, right? I forgot. Some builds have changed. I tried,
if you ever want to trade
tried that taser team like I did last time on stream. That taser, Raiden team. I'm probably still not gonna play Raiden, to be fair. I don't see myself playing her for very long. Oh, this is Mr. Leroy Jan. Okay, let me sub. Hello. You're crazy Santos. Commission. Oh. That was half a year ago? That's so much of my life working. So, okay. Anyways. That's not really much here. Now, don't be too down. That's not how youngins should be. You lot should be enjoying it. So, okay. It just so happened that kids are out. I can't quite handle everything here. Of course, you will be paid. Whoa, you didn't have to do all that. So we're cleaning something for him, huh? Can this work?
by royal decree.
Of course not. Damn it. What the hell is there a cat doing here? You think Dendro works? Nope. Wait. No. No, meow meow. Yeah. Well, doing this now. Should I use? I should use Sucrose. Where you at? Where is Sucrose at? I don't think she's this far down, is she? There we go.
My experiment will succeed. Absorption test.
Baidu, where you at? Oh, where's that? Okay, she.
All right.
Oh, she's
let's
level
go.
80. I forgot about that. Huh. Strange boxes. Alright. I don't want candy. No. Don't lose sight of why we're traveling. Oh, okay. I didn't see how any of that stuff conflicts with having macaron skirts or big beautiful houses. What's with this argument? Kids are with but a little banter now and then is good, but just shows how you're still... Okay. Huh, interesting. I, I, I'm not too invested in reading this though. Alright, thank you. So that was just... Oh, I didn't get any achievement for that, even though it was very by chance that I found this commission, to be fair. So he gave us a bit of treats and whatnot. Oh wow, that... Oh wow. Well, that did most of the commissions. These are both right next to each other. Oh, I mean, they're not that close together, actually. I see the other one on the other side, on the left side of me from where I was showing it on the map, but whatever. I still would need to do one more. Okay. Wonder what we'll get from the artifact going today. Probably nothing, because, like, seriously, I think I blew through a lot of luck at once for some reason. Even though I don't really understand the goblet luck lately. I went from having not EM luck. I went from having good luck on sands in general, and then it just kept getting better from there.
As you wish, me.
I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean that either. Give me that little. Huh. Okay. Oh, I just did that on accident again. Alright. Yes, sir. Just like any other stream for Genshin, it's gonna be a pretty quick one. I'm trying to figure out, will everything reset when Pawn Shop resets? It looks like it will, judging the time limit we have here. But it looks like it won't be on Monday. It looks like it might be on Tuesday, which means I might have a stream Monday and Tuesday for whatever reason. But no matter what, I'm streaming reset for this pretty special stream. And if I have to spend a temple, I'll spend the temple extra of my primos for it. For the standard banner.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Even though I'm probably gonna check it later because we got, you know, the story quest we're about to do soon. I do need to see, however. What is this? Huh?
Wait.
Interesting. So right now we have 70. Oh, we got 82 right now. 82 pulls. By the time the pawn shop resets afterwards, we'll have 80, 87. Yeah, we'll have 87. That makes sense actually, but yeah. I want to check where my pity is at. Is it 59 still? I have to check real quick. I haven't checked it yet for whatever reason. Where is my pity at? Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 59. Okay. We are 59. Huh. What about this banner? I actually haven't checked. I don't think I put on this one, right? I shouldn't have, right? It should still be 0. Okay. Refresh. I hate when it does that. Okay, it's still 0. What about weapon banners while I'm here? Haven't checked it. 5. Really? 6 pity? I'm 6 pity on this? Huh. I thought it was a bit higher than I thought it was like 20, but I guess not. Stick drift will not stop bothering me, that's nice. Anyways, we got just to do now. The usual artifact grind today. Alright, dealing with the controller issue. Let's do this. I'm actually expecting to go into here not to get nothing, honestly, but yeah, that's the mindset I'm going with today. I'm not expecting to get anything today. I probably shouldn't do that, but...
A process of elimination.
Wings of darkness.
How was there a delay there? I felt that delay. I didn't like that. Weird. Alright. Yay. Alright. I still would like an EM Sands from Russia, say Hunter. I still need a good HP and ER Sands from Golden Troop. I still need a good attack Sands from Golden Troop. I still need a better flower that's better than the one I just got. Yes, I need something better than that. Flower from Golden Troop. I need a better flower from Sase Hunter. Because my feathers is like actually showing it up and it's not even fair at this point.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Is that fair to keep getting hit like that? I swear, sometimes I have RNG issues for whatever reason. But I guess it is what it is. You can tell when I'm spamming the button when you just see, oh yeah, your character can't swap. Oh yeah, your character can't swap on the top of the screen. I feel like I'm cheated sometimes when that happens. Like, it really pisses me off when I see that. It's like, oh yeah, I can tell that I got cheated because I fucking should have swapped when I spammed the damn button. But no, I got frozen instead. And that's why I couldn't swap.
To ashes.
A process of elimination.
Shadow Raven.
Man, I had to spam it twice. That was weird. I had to hold the skill button down twice for me to do that. I was holding the button down and I had to press it twice. That's crazy. Man, I'm so overdue for a good circler from Golden Troop, I swear to God. I'm so overdue for a good Golden Troop crit rate or crit damage circlet. I've had too many of them drop with the alternate substat for me to get cheated like this. Like, I'm already at 11 now for crit rate circles with a crit damage substat that miss crit every time. Except for twice. Or not twice,
Wings of darkness.
Man, it really swung around me. Sans? I'm forced to try this still, because I still don't have a good HP Sans. Which this is because I'm planning to build Nuvolite because I plan to pull for him. I don't expect him to come out next patch. I expect him to come out the patch after. I'm expecting relatable reruns next patch for Lantern because I haven't seen them rerun new characters during that time.
Deflect.
We'll probably see character reruns of the Fontaine region by then. Great. Okay.
Shadow Raven. Step back.
Flicker.
That was really delayed. I tried to stop. Huh. Anyways. Last run. Well, this is about what I expected today. After the luck I just had. Even though I still really wish I didn't get that Marshall Hunter Feather. I'd have been better off with the flower or sands that had that ratio than getting it on a feather which already had a good piece for with attack percent on it. But outside of that piece that was already good, I guess it's fine. I don't know. What it's doing. Okay. I also plan to toss a lot of other plus 20 pieces I decided to toss. So we have a lot more pieces to toss. I need to start building up my 4-star artifacts, or not just 4-star, all these 3-stars, because they don't build up enough. I've been going through so many of them that now I have like all these plus 20s I've decided I'm going to toss. I've already went through my Thundering Fury pieces that I had stored and prepared to try Razor Thundering Fury, but I don't care about the Thundering Fury team. Not anymore. The game free now. I don't know if I'm gonna really ever want to play that as often. I do plan on tossing that. I plan to toss that. I'm tossing that 'cause I don't have a reason to keep this right now on this set. It's not like it's a reason to keep it on this set. I use it as an off piece for Kokomi, but I don't need it. I have other off pieces I can always run. It's a little bit more ER and HP. Very little though. I decided to toss this 'cause I don't use it. Tossing this, I already have 2. I don't need 4 of these. I already got rid of 1 of these that had this ratio. Except this one has attack percent and HP on it. Getting rid of this Pyro Goblet because I'm actually at the point where I have to start getting rid of my Pyro Goblets. The next time I get a good double crit Pyro Goblet, if I get another one, I have to get rid of my first double crit Pyro Goblet on my account. Which is the Gladiator one I haven't touched yet. I will be throwing that away the next time I get a good one if I do. Getting rid of my potential Shenhe build I had just stored on my Candace. I don't use it. I don't want to care about getting her. My chances of me wanting her now compared to before, I have no regrets, but but I did one pity get a 5-star, and it could have been a 50-50 win. Do I regret it? Nah. If I didn't get that, I probably wouldn't have had a guarantee Alhaitham, and I would have been. I don't know if I would have had his weapon, to be honest, the way the pulls went when we pulled for Alhaitham at the time. Looking back at that last year, that stuff happened just before Lancer, if I'm not mistaken. Those things. That was when the desert was still being developed. It wasn't finished yet. It really sucks. I have a really good build too, waiting for her if I were to, but I can't bring myself to go and worry about stuff like that. That piece will always pain me so much to look at. I don't care about the Courier Circle rolling, but I mean, unironically, this is not that bad, but I have a better piece. At least it has a crit damage subset on it. I hate this artifact. It pisses me off too. It's like I could continue to roll it and see if it gets 10 crit damage, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's not really what I'm looking for in a piece with the subsets, to be fair. I'm gonna use this one. 18%. If this goes into crit damage again, I might keep it. Huh. Okay. Okay. Damn it. I would have kept it too, because it has like a lot of flat HP on the substat. It could have been better than this one. That'd been the only way it would have been better than that one. Could have been good for Nouvelet. Man. Whatever. Alright. Not like I expected to get anything today because of the way things turned out, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check this either. Man. I have to try 20. I hate to get rid of those, but I don't wanna go through my reserves, but I probably shouldn't. I should probably do it. I don't think it's enough though. Yeah, it's not enough. I have all these plus 20s, but I don't want to over... Nah, I'm not doing it. Freaking. This is... This is an interesting artifact. This is an interesting artifact. The thing that hurts about looking at this piece is that this would be a cracked Ito piece, or this would be a cracked Albedo piece, which I have neither of them on my account. This could be a cracked Noel off piece, but my problem with that logic is that nothing will, and I mean never will, beat this piece. Nothing will beat this piece. As long as that piece exists, nothing's beating it. So I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. And the worst part is, it's not even, like, the crit value was, it's not that bad, but it's not what I'm looking for in a piece right now. That's what sucks about that. Better feathers I do need, better foes I do need. I need better substat pieces. I need pieces with more energy recharge. Because I only had two of these. And I got rid of one of them, but I didn't think I would struggle to be able to have another piece. Then again, I should have went back to the farm for a bit longer before, you know, Fontaine released. So that's on me, I guess. Oh, gosh. Either way, I don't think I have anything else. I barely have enough fodder after just going through the pieces I did go through. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a while. Before you get to anything else.
By royal decree.
Yeah, I was really lining up the shut. Alright, so how is the mic again? I'm gonna be very sporadic about it. Cause I need to be. So let's hear what this sounds like. It does still sound really loud because it's like right next to my mouth, but I gotta do it.
Why I took the position.
It is what it is. I guess to do it. I have to do it because it is not that good from far away. It doesn't pick up my voice very well. Alright, so what is this? Why are we over here again? And should I check this again for some reason? Well, it's just helping out this man's right now. Can't wait to start watching. Can't wait to start watching Dr. Stone. Oh my god, I'm doing this again. Oh my god. Okay. I can't wait to do Dr. Stone this weekend because I've been waiting to watch this season. Can we even call it a season? It's like one of those type of anime scenarios where they upload the first part of the season, but they don't call it part one. It just happened that they had to split the anime in half due to money reasons, which I really hate that. It's like if you can't fully commit to the first half of it, I get kind of annoyed by it. That's just me. I'm still excited for the releases for January. I wonder what all of them are, but I already saw a trailer for Classroom of the Elite, which I remember talking about it on my YouTube channel before. I was pretty excited about it.
All right,
Anime is
let's
really
go.
good. Anime is so good. Okay. Don't need pocket money. I like to pet Nala some more, can I? Okay. Oh, this is your son and who is this? Okay. This might have been that other person he was talking about, but I don't know much about that. I'd rather not be too invested in understanding this, 'cause I feel like this is all in the slice of life genre. What the? Alright, let me give her a belly rub. Where's he going? Oh, it's the ethos person. Oh, I know what a son-in-law is. It means you're his daughter's husband. Wow, she knows that much. Damn, I didn't know shit when I was younger. Anyways, so your son-in-law, not actually a son. Nah, that makes more sense. But that's just me quickly skimming it. So we're gonna have to. I guess it's fine. Jolie was pretty up in age, so he's not feeling well. As far as what that sounded like. Why can't we come back as sober? Mr. Luro was so nice, but this man just really doesn't want us to. This guy speaks politely enough, alright, but he's as cold as they could. Okay. Come on, just come along. Oh, that's so cute. I just want to pet her some more. Okay. No takesies, backsies? What is that about? So it's like we were racing to get somewhere. Right, I guess we were racing to get to Nana, which is... this cat's still here. But now I'm curious. What'll happen now if I do this? Okay, I did this once and all of a sudden there's just another world quest. Now I'm convinced that there's something to this. Yep, I was right. There is definitely something to this. Oh my stick drift. Alright, what is this? I didn't get the chance to speak with him. Looks like I won't be able to finish my essay at this rate. What the? Tell me what the old man, Mr. Benoit, or something like that is how you say his name, but Benoit? I don't know. Okay, this commission is full of. Oh, let me clean now. I could have waited to do this, but I was way too invested, so I probably ended up doing this off
I want to
stream.
help.
I felt like it. I don't really feel like the need to do that if I can do it right now.
Absorption test. Yeah. Stand clear.
I wonder if there's gonna be any more.
Come with
If
me.
there is, I might feel bad switching off of beta for like the third time. I need water. I'm gonna do this so I drink some water. Let's knock on the door first. Made an agreement, didn't we? I'm scared of his scary son-in-law. We're right next to you. Don't be afraid. Knocking that big ass door. Athos, the man you saw before, opened the door and walks out. Okay, so it's the blondie. You again. What in the world do you want? So, my father is home, but he's in no condition of receiving guests. Can we ask what he'd come down with? I can ask my parents to help him with some medicine. No need, we'll buy what medicines are needed ourselves. Not that he has any lack. Oh, okay. We're just concerned for his health. You don't have to be so cold. Those just doesn't want us to see him. This is past cold. He's downright frigid. Alright, that's funny. He sure turned down the temperature quickly. Let's what is this? Of course, he is very seriously, in fact. Marcia and I will think of something though. There's no need for you or anyone else for that matter to worry. You really do get along well with children, don't you? What? Uh, wait. Oh yeah, the daughter. Okay, so that's the guy's daughter as well. See you again, little ones. You're back. I'm not doing so fine, but do not worry. I'm doing my best to rest up. My daughter and son-in-law are taking very good care of me, so all is well. Just run along home if you wouldn't. Are you sure you're alright, Dad? Okay, so I don't know the full intent of this world quest, but it just seems like we're just seeing the slice of life of what's going on. Athos ignores all of you. Okay. He's rather rude, though. Well, either way, at least that proves one thing. That guy's not an asshole, but he still is an asshole, so yeah. He's not a bad guy, though. He's just rough around the edges. Let's talk over there. What? What place to? What's on your mind? There's something off about that couple. Oh, I already knew that. That shit was already fishy. I think so too. One of them talks a whole bunch and the other barely says a word. The timing of their appearance was too convenient to be a coincidence. You mean to say that they showed up just as Bennett was thinking about hiring some hourly help, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. Is that why? Is that the thing that you Euphrasia told us to do? I already forgot, so I can't remember. It's, okay, okay. When we first met them a few days back, things seemed fine, but there's something awkward about the way they spoke today. He's being coerced by his son-in-law. His daughter is coercing him. I actually think it's the son-in-law coercing him. I don't think it's the daughter. I feel like the daughter is just there in the moment. I feel like everything's being done by this dude. Come on. That's how anime do it. Look, stop. How about the son-in-law? I gave him a look and made him go inside after he only said one or two things. Now that you mention it, probably kind of gets where that confused feeling was coming from. The way a couple deals with outsiders doesn't sit right with me. They were nice enough when we first met them, but they sure turned rotten quickly. They were only friendly to us when their father was around. I think that's true. For the time we met, it was right to when I went inside that his son-in-law told us not to come around again. They're faking it. Well, why would they pretend to be friendly in front of their dad? There's gotta be a reason for it. Well, that's all I've got for now. Okay. Is he in danger? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know how he feels about this. All I asked the tub night that his snacks were super tasty and we gave her our word. Our word is our sacred bond. Okay, so that was what she told us yesterday. So now we're investigating? What should we specifically investigate? I'd like to know what their goals are, but how can we prove that? Like, that's the problem. I feel like this would be the easiest to do, but doing it around the sun is going to be kind of impossible, isn't it? Look out, world. Ace detected Pokemon cards are going to expose the truth. Uh-huh. So I was right picking that answer, huh? I want to know what's going on. What is this world quest? It's so weird. Whoa. What the? Hmm. Pip. You still want your newspaper? Hey, anybody there? Hello there. How did you sneak up this close to him? Is he not home? How should I know? Either way, it's right. We're subscribing to a paper and not collecting it. Whenever I delivered here, he would always at least reply, but recently I haven't been able to see nor hear of him at all. The copies of the steam burn I've left here are starting to pile up. You know him, do you? Oh, we're good friends of his. Oh, can I give him all the papers? Okay. I did my best to deliver them. Don't you turn around and say I did have got other things to do. Dude. That said, we still haven't seen him recently either. You too, seriously, what's he so busy with recently? Could he have gone back to his old home? I haven't heard anything about that though. His old place at Sandra. Okay. Now I hear Sandra. That isn't that the name of the pipe weapon? God, newspapers. Okay, yeah. Alright. Feels like there's a lot we don't understand. Do you think this might be something to do with what we're investigating? Yeah, the more the better. Okay, can we see the box on the back of the house? That was something I like initially saw that I can't unsee. I was always sitting in this spot, but yeah, this is the first thing I noticed with these spots back here. Strange traces. Has a liquid oily sensation should have been left by a candle. Okay. See the boss's near his house before judging the traces at the left. Oh, left in the layer of dust covering them. They were opened quite recently. Okay, up close, a rank smell of fish and assaults your nostrils. What the? Dude, ew, why is that in a box? What? There's a piece of paper sticking out. Let's take a look. Pliers, saw, candles, rope. Dude, how does it create such a fucking raunchy smell? I don't even want to know what that smells like. The seats have been torn up, only half of it left. Bakari's General Store? We've seen that name somewhere, haven't we? Oh, don't make me have to go to my way to find that, right? I believe I know where it might be. Expect it was brought here from the Fusandra, yeah. Meaning that someone from Benoit's family went there recently. Okay. The clues we've got about the place, we'll probably get more useful information there. Well, I kind of already figured that. I already knew that before we had to go over there. Oh, it's that one. Wait, it's down? It's under here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Damn. Who would have thought? It's the underground area. There, that. If I went any further, I would have died on the ladder. Okay. So he used to live down here in the slums, man. Damn. Why are there people that are filled with element and one that isn't? I guess these would tell me what NPCs I can talk to. We don't have a clue exactly where we have. Oh, we have to find some clue to narrow it down. I certainly heard that name, but he moved away a long time ago. Even before that, we rarely spoke. I'm not too familiar with him, so it might be best you ask someone else. Okay. Snodgrass? That sounds like a weird Pokemon name. Snodgrass. Tell me about Benoit Leroy. Leroy, I've heard that name before, yeah. Guy, Leroy. Dragons. Alright. Owned a stall that sold a lot of stuff. Also, who are you? Why are you asking all this kind of stuff? The situation's a bit complicated. We hope you'll cooperate with us. Has he done something wrong? I get you now, but I gotta ask real quick. Are you guys the Spina de Rosula? You have the right to remain silent. You know that, right? We can't really tell you, but we're related to both, so it doesn't really matter. Anything you say, okay, why did I say that? Now you're just trying to sound like the police. Come on now. Anything you say or can and will be used against you in a court of law. You're really good at this? Nah, I feel like we always wanted to say this, huh? I feel like Paimon would have said it before us anyways, but alright, I get it. I won't ask no more questions. Well, not like we made an honest fortune or nothing. In it? In it, okay. Fontaine's got a lot of laws. He's probably broken quite a few. Anyway, officer, you come to the right fellow, let me tell you. I know all about Benoit. Nobody knows him better. There's not much that scoundrel Benoit wouldn't stoop to. Okay, really? Alright, I'm old enough to get married, so he should be an old fogey right now, yeah? Anyway, I remember his daughter Autumn was a real beauty. Shame he never let any of us talk to her. Autumn. Wait. Wait a second. Was the current woman named Autumn? We never heard that name, did we? I'm not right. Wait. Autumn Weaver, his adopted daughter. Wait, what the? Just say like he was just a fella selling flotsam and jetsam, making a little more here and there. How did he suddenly get rich enough to move up to the surface so fast? How else but by using his daughter, of course. Poor little thing forced her to marry some rich old coot he did. Forced her? Did that mean the guy actually wanted to marry her though? That's what it sounds like by that logic. But I feel like this marriage isn't even foolproof. Foolproof by that logic as well. Cause they might not even be married. They might be married in name, but not actuality of love and whatnot. By what you're saying. And what do you know? That rich old fart kicked the bucket after just a few years, leaving his house to her. And what's hers and Benoit's, all in all, it's pretty quick way to win a life up there if you catch my drift. Why did he get to be the one to get rich overnight? I mean, what an old bloodsucker, am I right? Why does he talk like that? Anyways, hey, did something like that actually happen? Press him further. So, officer, was that what you wanted to ask about? I mean, if this stuff is useful to you, you could say I've contributed to Fonte's security, huh? And wouldn't you say that my son might want to reward a productive, upstanding citizen as myself? I already knew all of what you just said. That will depend on what else you've got to share. Oh, yeah, I've got lots. I mean, this is for Sandra. No one gets good night's sleep around here without having a few other people's secrets in their keeping. That is creepy. Now, Autumn's second husband. Oh, yeah, she remarried right quick, she did. Lived a bit farther off, so we didn't hear from her for ages. Next time we heard a peep from her, she's done that. What is that? Wait, you don't know, officer? She murdered her second husband, got hauled off to the Fort Meripi for her trouble, too. You actually been annoyed, but you didn't even know that? There's a list of people involved in the case, Officer Paimon. You didn't check the documents very carefully, I see. No, let's not say that. And the secret you spoke of? Right. I was just getting to that. Now, I heard this from someone else myself, but rumor has it that Autumn asked her father to take stand at her trial, but he refused. Abena is unmarried. She was his only kid, right? And if I recall, even though he was adopted, her parents were related to him by blood. Either way, since her one and only father didn't take witness to stand at her trial, naturally she didn't have a chance. She was packed straight off to the fortress. Wait, she didn't get a chance? Can Fontaine really do that? I thought they can't do that. I thought they have to do a trial no matter what the reason for it was. Like, if it's so severe, they have to do a trial on it before they just decide what their fate is. Putting them there and then doing a trial afterwards is also an option, but just to go straight there? That's not how I remember Fontaine operating. Now, as to whether he did it just so he could take the house for himself or if he had some kind of disagreement with the girl, I'm not going to guess too much. Usually puts on a friendly show. I remember he always used to give out snacks. Who would have guessed he was he was so cold-blooded? No, officer, you haven't so much as frowned the whole time. Now I thought I was cold fish, but you sure don't have ice in your veins. It's a matter of professionalism. Oh, ain't that worth the respect then, officers? What the story of Benoit's crimes? How serious are they? No comment. It's that bad, huh? What about his house? Will it be confiscated? It is a distinct possibility. I knew it. Rats might scurry up to the surface, but a rat's still a rat. Alright, buddy. Thanks, officers, for making my day. I look forward to meeting you all again down here in the Fusanja. Oh, God. Well, that was very fruitful. Isn't that something? Palmer's feeling got a bit conflicted about this, but no, it made a really good impression at first. I mean, we didn't know who the hell he was anyways. You made it sound like we knew who he was just by our first impression of him. If a man's got history, everyone's got history. People who heard about our deeds are because they know our history. We don't know some random person that's just living their life, you know? The problem just too close to see him for what he really is, or really was. It's not like we could have seen it, but the thing that sucks about everything that guy said is that there's just something that feels like we can't fully trust it until we hear someone's other side of the point of view of it. I would love to confirm it by hearing someone else explain this before being like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about, saying that this man made this many crimes. I need to confirm it. That's the type of person I am. When I hear people's opinions, I got to know everyone's opinions. So I get an idea of how right an opinion is or how wrong an opinion is. That also matters a lot when it comes to facts as well, because misinformation does exist. But if we're already going to move on, then that means there's something more to this story, which it seems like there is. Now that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? I wonder if we're going to get attacked for the information we learned about, though. That'd be funny. Oh, would you look at that looking at us? Some areas just doesn't smell. Not quite like upstairs, where the air is the furthest thing from foul. How was it? Do you have fun strolling about the food, Sandra? I'm sure you had a good time talking to Snodgrass. How long have you been tailing us? Oh, he was probably tailing us for quite a while, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he was tailing us before we left his place. It's safe to assume he knew that we were snooping around the moment that the newspaper guy left, because he probably heard our conversation. I have no interest in bandying words with children. Even if you were to go home and tell it to your parents, I doubt they believe you. I think you're really misrepresenting who the traveler is. If you don't even know who the traveler is, it just makes you look so ignorant. Word of advice, sometimes what you see and hear is neither real nor true. But guess what? The only thing that contradicts this statement is if there's enough people that talk about it, maybe it's actually true. We don't know yet, because all we heard was one person's point of view of it. When it comes to other people's affairs, don't insist on meddling until after you've got the full picture. By the way, Pip said our newspapers are in your possession. I'd like to return them. I'd like you to return them. Yeah. Got a little trouble to get the newspapers. Sure. It gives you a cold look before swiftly turning and departing. I don't got a bad feeling about that guy. It doesn't matter. I kind of hope he tried to shut us up so I can beat his ass. We need to observe more carefully. Pound's assumptions are overturned so many times these past few days that she's all out of brain juice. But you sure are calm about this. If Palma was a bit on the stupid side, you wouldn't hold that against her. I mean, you're not you're not stupid like you used to be, but I think stupid can be cute too, actually. You know, when you think about it like that, maybe Palma's actually pretty smart. Well, I wouldn't say smart. I just feel like you're just about right, but that doesn't sound fair to you when I say that. Well then, for Pine to put her brilliant brain to work and figure out what we should do next, we just accidentally alerted them that we're onto them. Like I said, I feel like he followed us before we went down here. Like, I think he followed us the moment that we had started investigating around his house. Like, around the house, when we had done that, and then we had the conversation right in front of their place. The guy may have picked up on our conversation right then and there and then followed us. Even though I'm surprised we didn't catch on, because for someone to tail us is quite impressive, to be honest. The worst thing about it is, though, the guy is going to regret that. That's all I'm going to say. Mans is going to regret that. I bet you anything he's going to try to shut us up one of these days, knowing how mean this person is. He's going to give us an approach at one point. Yep, there's another one. Damn, what the fuck is this world quest? It has so many primo gems. Like, what is this? What is this commission? Should I search this online? I'd never even searched online because I was always so confused what this was. But from what I gathered, is that this option appeared after I had gathered a lot of the papers that I had around Fontaine from exploring, which it seemed I managed to get all of them on accident. That's the first actually for me to say that, but anyways. Now I'm super invested in this, and we haven't even gotten to the story quest yet. Fresh fish. The floor looked clean too. Someone definitely just tidied up. There's someone in his house for sure. Let's go over and listen. Okay. He's right. He can't just disappear altogether. At the very least, he needs to be seen once in a while out on a walk or something like that. If nothing else, it'll stop the neighbors from calling on my son guarding us. I'd rather not have the Special Patrol's musketeer breathing down our necks. Dad, you really want to go out for a rug, don't you? Can I? He's asking? Of course you can. Not only that, we'd be delighted to come with you. Careful now. Don't let him use it as an opportunity to call for help. Those two weirdos have been watching this place like hawks. Yo, you fucked up. He doesn't even realize who we are, though. That's the worst part about it, is if he knew who we are, we could use this conversation to our, we can weaponize this conversation right now. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Ted won't do that, I'm sure. So it was both of them. I was really hoping it wasn't. That just confirms it then. It's the daughter's also in on it, but I don't know who this person is. Because now I'm confused. If he's the son-in-law, who is this person? I only know a person that guy said is Autumn, right? Who is this person? Dad, you wouldn't want the guardian knows to know. To know what? Why are they speaking so quietly? Paimon can't hear a thing. They're about to come out. Okay, we need to move a bit further away. This time we'll have to think of a way to speak to Manoit, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna instantly be on that ass. How's it, Dad? Are you feeling any better now? It's you. Oh, he saw us. Shit. Help me! I mean, don't help me. What? Dude, pick one. What are you saying, Dad? What's all this help me? Don't help me business, huh? What, don't you just say he? Nah, come on now. Oh, it's you two. No wonder Dad went out of his way to talk to you. You are well acquainted after all. No, I don't. We don't know each other at all. What the? What are you talking about? But why would they be waiting here just for you then? They were even nice enough to get the paper for us. Why? Wait. They even went to Fusanja to talk to that old neighbor Snodgrass. Okay. So she also knows about that. Think you must be very close. No wonder you're always loved by kids having you. How can you speak like this? Also, I love your design. Love the kids too, but I'm afraid I'm not as selfish as my father. I love my own child the most, but she's gone. What? Okay, why did you do this? I mean, accompanying our dad on a walk, it's our duty as the children to do so. I have never heard such a thing. I've never heard such a thing as that. But Morticia, I still don't think I'm saying her name right. Look at how lovely the weather is today. Perfect for a walk. So it is Athos. Have you seen today's Steambird? There's quite a few interesting stories. Oh dear, I fear I haven't. This guy's still posing like this. Can you calm yourself? There's one in particular about an old man who met an unfortunate end. Apparently, he encountered some thieves. There's no one by their side looking out for him. He ended up falling off a cliff. Oh god. Oh really? The horror. That's so terrible. Why am I reading this? I'm like invested now after I was in the beginning. I wasn't. Like now I'm reading it compared to how I was in the beginning because this just got so interesting for no reason. Like it didn't seem interesting at first. The guy seemed pretty nice. Children was nice. Well, the child was also nice, and that sounds kind of weird when I say it like that. But I mean, like everything felt rather peaceful until these two appeared. Like something about this don't feel right. A change in atmosphere I can easily pick up on, man. My word, truly unlucky. Okay, anyways, I don't care about these stupid stories, okay? Okay, he said I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again. Whatever are you talking about, Dad? We're trying to say is we're not trying to say it's your fault or anything, but you must be tired of running around so much. Okay. Nah, something ain't right about this. Nah, something ain't right about this. Why don't we go back and read the newspaper, Dad? You subscribe to a lot of the papers, don't you? It's almost like he's being haggled or something. It's like he's being grabbed by the noose or the neck or something. Like, what's going on? Something fishy, something's fishy. Even Palmer can tell there's something off about this. Oh, who's this lady next to us? I know he wants to help, but he insists that he doesn't. The couple may have come from the Fusandra. From their reaction, I'd say that there are some hidden factors at work. Oh, I already knew that way before that. Like, when I heard that the man's Athos is, that guy is a rich person, right? I'm expecting he has a lot of things in his disposal that we don't know about this being used at, you know, to weaponize his claim around his supposed father, to keep him quiet. I feel like it's really strange. I have some theories, but no evidence to back them up. And how about we go take another look at Benoit's house? Wasn't there a strange box at the back of his back window? Right. Definitely something hidden there. Okay. Hello. Okay. I don't know why I felt like doing that, but... Oh, I went the wrong way. Considering how persistent you two are, I didn't expect you to just leave it at that. Thought you'd go running the Marching Guardian Oz, but you didn't. Looks like you have a few ideas of your own. It seems like you still don't know who we are, though, so I guess it just works in our favor. Why are you keeping a note here? How are you two actually related to him? To tell you the truth, you've impressed me quite a bit. If only you just put your enthusiasm to better use, you might have bright futures ahead of you. You still don't know who we are. This is saying that you won't be getting anywhere with this. You really aren't afraid, are you? You picked the wrong person to intimidate. Oh, so do you really not have a clue of what's going on here? Or is it because you think you're on the side of justice? Actually, neither. Incidentally, there's an article recently about a merchant who drowned. His name was Brent. That fellow sure had a way with words, alright. Guess what? According to the paper, it turns out he didn't drown after all, but was in fact murdered and thrown into a lake. Okay, great. Thanks for telling me the another Yakuza story. After a very long investigation at the martial arts, a phantom was able to conclude that he was murdered, that the murderer was guilty of a heinous crime. Well, that's what the news report said. Who knows what actually happened? Even which one of them deserved to die more, the murderer or the victim? What kind of question is that? Tough question, isn't it? That's not a question you should be asking, actually. Anyway, I digress. This has nothing to do with what we need to discuss. Oh, you just realized that? Oh, you grew some brain cells. Yes. So, what are you trying to say? I'm saying that acting recklessly before you fully understood the situation is foolish and might bring about undesirable consequences. Witnessing injustice and doing nothing is that is true folly. Whenever I witness injustice, I take action. Well, perhaps if we had met under different circumstances, we'd be friends. Hard to say that. Though I like the way you think, I have things to do. This is this is as far as my patience can be stretched. Next time I see you two anywhere near my house, I'll do something about it. Mark my words. After muttering something inexplicable, Athos leaves. His bizarre attitude surprises you. You start to wonder what position you should take in the matter. It's like, I can't tell whether he's evil or if he truly likes playing the villain card in some shape or form. I just want to see what he's going to do. It's just the funny part is, the fact that he doesn't know who we are makes his situation a lot worse than he realizes. It makes this more interesting because it's like how you hear a sudden faint tapping sound coming from the back window, then after a barely audible creak, a note drops from the window. Oh, damn. Okay. What is this? Before I even mention anything else, I want to know what this is. There's a brown writing on the note. It looks like someone wrote it in a real hurry. It appears that they used coffee to do so. Help me, please. How the fuck you put this much with coffee on it? Okay. They're criminal scum trying to swindle me of my property. Their plan was revealed. Now they've got me trapped in my own home, hoping to coerce me into submission. Help me, please. I'll find some chance to escape, so please cooperate with me. The day I find some chance to escape, yeah. The day I'm ready, I will place bull fruit into the cat food bowl at my door that day. I ask you to come get me at the rear window of my house. Please, I beg of you, save me, otherwise I fear I shall be tortured to death. What is this world quest, bro? What the fuck is this world quest, bro? Anyway, let's keep an eye on the food bowl and wait for his signal. That is definitely what we're going to plan on. We're going to force them to make a decision, not for us to make a decision. Watch it just turn into bull fruit the next day. I want to see it. Oh. Oh, let's wait a bit and come back later. I still need to deal with stick drift. Sad face. Huh. Alright, there we go. It's bull fruit. Damn, were they really that big? I did not know that. Looks like a whole damn pumpkin almost. Oh, okay, we're back. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so nervous. Based on what the notes said, we just need to wait for him here. Then we wait. Oh, God. After quietly patiently waiting for a bit, the window opened and creased from my face. Appeared annoyance, surveyed the environs cautiously after seeing you both there and carefully climbs out. Hey, just what our... Quickly. If I'm discovered, it's all over for me. You make it sound like we can't help you or something. Where'd he go?
Yep.
First has chased you and then rushed you, right? That means the woman we saw a few days ago is your daughter, Autumn, right? Oh, what is this? I'm here to take revenge. I need to run. Revenge. Wait. So did you do bad thing to your daughter here? I thought you were a nice guy. We need to escape. We have to escape. The house was hers anyway, so if she takes it back, then what? But if I lose my life, then I lose everything. Please, you've been helping me for the past few days. I don't know how to encounter it. What I'll encounter if on my own. They want to explain everything. Stop cutting out Paimon. Heard when its own neighbors in Autumn were sent to the Fortune Meripede, but now she's back. So, and that Athos, who is he? Autumn has been doing well. She hates me, so she isn't willing to just stay in jail, escape from prison. I don't know what she has found, how to help her out though, but she escaped just to kill me. She changed so much other than the color of her eyes. Everything's different. She disguised herself as a stranger just to get close to me. She wants to swindle me, my wealth, and kill me. But I won't die like that. It's okay. The house was hers anyway, so she takes it back. She takes it back. But if I lose my life, I lose everything. I lose everything. Okay. Oh, that was a mouthful to fucking read. Jesus Christ. Alright. I don't speak fast, so when I speak fast, I tend to stumble my words very well, but I handled that a little bit better than I thought I would. Okay. So where are we going? To the Navia land? Alright. Perfect day, since we'll be doing Navia story quests after this. I'm so I didn't know I'd be so invested in this world quest. This world quest is very interesting.
Not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia.
I'm surprised it's not a big world quest. If it was an icon on the map, that's a big world quest. Board the Aquabus, hurry alongside you. He seemed to be in a frenzy, constantly talking to himself. Any attempts to get through to him is futile. Only the chance to get off the boat arrives. He runs ahead as if on. Oh, okay. Just where are you running to, bro? House returns anyway. She takes back. It's fine. Wait. He almost couldn't keep up. When the flow comes. Oh, he's right there. The cradle will rock. If the stem breaks, the cradle will fall. Why is he here? Is this somewhere where he always goes? Is that why he knew he was here? When Autumn told me that you planned to escape, I was quite surprised. We've kept you locked up for so long, yet you still haven't completely collapsed or had a breakdown. In fact, you even tried to take the opportunity to encourage these two heroes of justice to insist on your escape. I find your will to live quite moving. But of all the places you could have run off to in the end, you chose the place where you and Autumn used to visit together? What a foolish blunder. No need to explain. I understand when you people are parents, they naturally and instinctively tread the path they're most familiar with, do they not? I actually don't fully agree with that. That depends on the beholder, because I actually think that is a fool's errand. Luckily, Autumn left after you. She hasn't made it here yet. I do not wish to discuss this in front of her. So just what are you thinking? I truly don't get it. Under the guise of marriage, you sold her to others as though she was just a commodity. And you did it twice. First time you trade her for the big house in the court of Fontaine. Oh. Second time you randomly chose someone just to get rid of her so the property and everything else would be yours alone. When she bullied and humiliated you, chose to turn a blind eye, she gave you her child from her second marriage to raise. Yet you got rid of her child too. I can only surmise it was so that you could take the money meant for the child's support and care. How can you give sweets to children with a clear conscience and ask them to come around to your house or to your home as guests is beyond me? Doesn't your conscience, how does your conscience, doesn't your conscience twinge even in the slightest? Do you feel even the smallest pang of guilt? Even for a moment, I find it completely baffling. I kind of figured he wasn't innocent either, to be honest, in this situation. But I honestly don't like this situation. To be honest, I only first met Autumn while she was out in the streets. She is a very gentle mother. She cares greatly for my friend's daughter, Penny. If she goes a day without seeing her, little Penny will throw a fit about wanting to see her again. Oh, and if you think you still have a chance to turn the table, think again. Autumn has a lot of friends now, not just me. Doesn't matter where you scurry off to, we will chase you to the ends of the earth. I feel like this is not the route you should be taking, regardless of whether you have money or power. I really think people do let that shit go to their head, don't they? Like, this scenario that I'm hearing is because they did something wrong to somebody, they want to do something wrong back to you. Karma is fucked up like that, but I'd rather it be natural than occurring like this. Cause then you're just doing another cycle. It sounds like you're about to get punished yourself and you don't realize it yet. Why must a soul like her be tormented so and have nothing while a scoundrel like you lives a life of luxury? Something doesn't seem right about that to me. No need to wax philosophical, he isn't worth it. It appears you overheard. Ah, so she is Autumn. I was hoping she wasn't, cause it'd been more interesting. I guess not. Alright, Leroy family really is complicated. Well, we've found been all the way here, and it turns out a lot of things are completely different from what we imagined. Now that it's turned out like this, should we still involve ourselves? That's up to you. I hate to say it, but like this situation feels so unwarranted. Like, let them take care of it. I won't interfere. I won't stand by and watch them hurt him. I feel like at his point of his life, I feel like hurting him feels like a waste of time. Yeah, there's other ways to punish him without killing him, and there's definitely ways you can handle things without taking it to the next level. I don't even see the reason for this. I'm still not going to let them do this. Oh, looks like we got trouble. Thank you, Autumn. I put so much into raising you, yet these outsiders care for me more than you. I'm not saving you because I think you're innocent, by the way. Because we already heard your side of the story as well. Because this whole situation just confirmed what that other man said. What's his name? Snodgrass? He confirmed that from the Fusanja about what Leroy did. So he is not innocent either. Please, you ate your satin dress with the knowledge you adored. All of them required. Okay. While others shut in, starved, you were wearing pretty dress and putting necklaces on your dog. Okay. Me cruel to you? I was generous enough. I don't know if I want to believe all this. The extent of my compassion and pity for you now is to give you a quick death, but before that, tell me, where is my child? Whether at the old home or at the house you live in now, there isn't a trace of her or her whereabouts. Just where did you send her? If I tell you, will you let me go? No, but I'll let you die less painfully. That's not up to you to decide, but I guess this is how they want to take this. You really never do. You really never do tell a lie, do you? Now we'll never find out where she went. You don't think you can do whatever you want. There's someone else watching you here, you know. You think we care? That we don't care? Or that we don't dare? What do you mean by that? I don't forget it. Give up. She's living a good life. Her parents are rich. What would you even do if you found her? Would you make her drift about with you? You're an escapee from the Mirapede. Do you want her to live like you? So she's been adopted. Why didn't you tell me? She's okay. What? Let me go, Autumn. It doesn't matter whether I live or die. Does she have a mother to take care of her? She does. Her adoptive mother is very good to her. Compared to you or me, she's superior in every way. What does it matter if I find her then? It's meaningless. That's right, everything is meaningless. Everything I have in the Court of Fontaine, I'll return to you. I don't want it anymore. Just let me go. Autumn, what are you spacing out for? Are you actually considering letting him go? Okay, why am I talking again? The only thing I'm gonna sit here and say is that if you plan to kill him, I'm going to interject. Because this is one of those scenarios where people involve their own justice, and I feel like the whole event story quest did it very well toward the end, where someone wanted to inject, like, put justice upon themselves to do something that they felt like they needed to do because no one else would do it. The reason why it happens in real life is very warranted, though, because it's usually a story of no one believes you, the police don't believe you, they don't want to try to help you, they give up too early, so they put justice into their own hands. Well, this doesn't sound like justice. It sounds like revenge, and it seems like hatred. It's no justice. Like, there's no justice to be had about this situation. It's called saving and stopping the cycle. You still want to put in as far as you can, huh? You have nothing to do with this, but you just have to stick your nose in and interfere, don't you? A self-righteous suck-up with a bleeding heart. That's what you are. Unfortunately, that's not what we are. But, like I said, what you're doing doesn't mean you're a good person either. It doesn't matter how they decide to treat him. That's not for you to decide whether he lives or dies. This is the thing I don't like about how humanity has to be treated. This is why I don't really like the use of weaponry that are used in the wrong hands of people. Because when you hear someone get yeeted out of their life because they got hit by the glug, it's just really unfair for those people that, you know, have passed. Huh, you're still too soft-hearted? No, it looks like your gamble paid off. A child is a mother's biggest weakness. Consider how you've got help. I'll let this slide for now. But we'll just have... Oh, wait. But we'll see just how far you can run. Let's see what happens first, shall we? Will we catch you, or will you run out to someplace we cannot find? By the way, I hope you don't misunderstand. I won't only be chasing you to the ends of the earth. I met quite a few of my friends in Fortune Meripede before this trip to the Court of Fontaine. Many of them expressed keen interest in meeting you. My wealth, you can take it all, take it all. It seems today won't be your last day, but before my friends find you, sincerely hope you'll survive a few more. Now scram. Noi flees in opposite direction of the Court of Fontaine, leaves your sight via the mountain path without ever looking back. And as for you, we'll be leaving the Court of Fontaine, so I expect we'll never see each other again. I have this feeling we'll meet again because I feel like we really will cross paths again. I'm so sorry, my child. I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. So that's what happened. What a complicated family. It's rather stupid. I just feel like the only reason why we involved ourselves as far as we did is because, regardless of their reason, everything becomes family matters until you decide to want to kill somebody. That's where I'm just drawing the line, man. Like, if they deserve to be punished because they need to be punished, then there's ways you could have handled that. But they really wanted him to suffer or something. Regardless of what he did, he should be punished for those things, but not punished in a way of him just getting yeeted. I don't understand. And yeah, she didn't find her kid in the end because she was stupid. Or naive is the better word. Yeah, very much the word. Either way. Who's speaking? Alright. Huh. Alright, there we go. That was like my last chance to get it too. Okay. I'm just gonna do this out of spite because there's no way it ends like this. I feel like this is gonna end with us beating his ass. I'm just calling it, man. Called it. Whoa, where's this at? This Leroy quest is fucking long as shit. Like, why is it this long? Like, I'm not even trying to be rude about it, but now we're about to go see the kid in front of the house. Are we gonna tell her what happened? I guess that's what's gonna happen. I have to talk to Molly. For a world quest that's not a big one, this quest is rather insane. This quest is rather insane. I don't even know what to say about it. House is for sale for a reasonable price. Purchase before it's too late. That guy is here to talk to Mr. Leroy. He isn't here. Father said Mr. Lear will never live here again. Is he gonna live underground? Is it the same food Sandra we went to before? If so, then it's not that place. Father said he's gone much deeper underground. Chambers said Mr. Leroy fell from a high place while climbing a mountain and went tumbling down. Though, to be honest, I don't really know how having a bad fall and moving are connected. By the way, I saw Mr. Leroy's son-in-law. There was that nice lady, too. The lady liked me, and she said, oh, she had the same eyes as I do. Both lavender. She even asked me where I lived and said she'd come to see me if she had the time and be my good friend. Okay. Watch Molly leave the street behind. The story of the Leroy family draws to an end. Oh, it ends like that? Wow. So, we don't know what happened to him. But, I guess it is what it is. I can't really say whether I like that commission or not. I'm not going to say it was a bad one. I think that was actually a pretty good world quest. That was actually quite a good world quest, actually. In fact, I'm going to save this for later and do this real quick. I'll at least do this. Well, let me do this. I hope so. Let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Shit. So I did it right as it started. Fuck. Okay, well, too late then. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Alright, I'll get rid of this clip. Freaking. Anyways. That was quite a long world quest chain. Alright. Anything else? Oh, it's over here, actually. Okay. What time is it? Pretty good time. I may or may not do stuff. Actually, no. I got stuff to prepare for, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. God, the stick drift. Oh, that was what this was? I never actually checked what it was. How interesting. This was actually a pretty good world quest, though, even though I really hated how it ended. But not every ending has to have an ending, even if it seems like there's a to be continued. That being said, we involved ourselves in something we shouldn't have. But this was one of the few situations where I hate to say it. I felt like what they were doing was wrong, regardless of what they felt like was right to them. It's not like a self-righteous reason. It has nothing to do with that, even though if people don't understand why people act like this anyways, probably because you're also doing something wrong. Even if you think your reasoning is justified just because someone did something bad to you, does not mean you have to do that back to them. There's other means. Being stooping as low as them to do what they did to you. That is my take on that. Anyways, now for the more interesting things. Let me see this beautiful woman. Let me see this amazing and fun playstyle Geo character. Let's go Navia. Look at this beautiful woman. I'm scared because I actually do want her pretty badly. Like, I like her a lot. Actually, I've always liked her in the story. I usually don't like blonde anime girls at all, so it's always a rare treat when I actually like one. So that's something I like about her. Alright, go to Quarterfontaine.
Wait.
funny, both in anime and in real life, I don't really like anime girls so, or blonde women, so it's very funny to say that. You know. Oh, so that reminds me. I should probably go over here real quick, cause that. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. After the Story Quest event ended, the day after on reset, some of the characters showed up around here, and Cherry's right there. I think I talked to Yato
I didn't
before,
expect to meet you here.
but I forgot he was here.
I've been told that this is a beverage called Fanta. I quite like its unique taste. The slogan, a font of refreshment, is rather catchy as well. I'm starting to wonder if I could incorporate it into our cultural exchange initiative. What would happen if we were to add some sprigs of mint into Fanta? I believe this is an idea worth testing. Or perhaps we could even take it one step further and mix in an equal amount of milk tea medley. But for some reason, I suspect that experiment wouldn't turn out well.
What about the film?
Thanks to you, the film was successfully completed and the Yashiro Commission secured a collaboration project with the Palais Mermonia. If another opportunity was to arise in the future, perhaps I should take on the chance to act as the protagonist.
This guy.
Perhaps you think the role of villain would fit me better.
Sure.
Thank you for the well wishes. I will take good care of Ayaka and Yoimiya. I would like to wish you safe travels on your next journey as well.
Yeah, our next journey will be in Natlan. That's gonna be one hell of a ride, dude, when the time comes for that. Wow, Stitchers is getting that bad? You wanna do that to me again? I couldn't turn this way for a second. Oh, it's doing it to me again. Hold on. There's no fucking way that just happened. That is... Oh, that's the worst fat finger I've ever had. That is my bad. That is my bad. That's the worst fat finger I've ever experienced. Nicely done. Should I do something while this loads up? I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Leroy Jenkins. Okay. Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. Yes. Okay. Alright, let's see how the mic is sounding. I always have to check. Always have to check. How is it sounding? Okay, I think it sounds alright. I suppose.
Wait.
Alright. Okay. Now! Oh. I thought that was here. I guess I'm stupidly blind. Anyways, before we go over here, I forgot. Over here, there was a few voices I didn't check, but I did talk to Ayato. There is a couple of conversations between some of the cast from the Story Quest event that was over here, and one of them is right in front of us. So yeah.
Miss Yoimiya, we haven't had the chance to talk, but please accept my thanks for everything you've done over the past few days.
Oh, but I feel like I didn't do anything out of the ordinary.
I'm very grateful for your assistance during that special performance in the warehouse.
Oh,
It
bro.
was always going to be somewhat risky, to engage and draw away Morris all on your own. You're only a civilian and have never been trained to act in such a dangerous situation.
I guess you can call her a civilian, but she actually, you know, can actually fight with a bow quite well.
Don't say it like that. that. As the director's assistant, it was my duty to help out the crew however I could. It was an honor to help you solve the case. I have to admit, though, my heart was thumping super hard the entire time I was laying on the ground. I was scared that everyone would notice.
You did great.
Oh, and before I forget, if you ever visit Inazuma, please come and pay a visit to Naganohara Fireworks. I'll make some fireworks for you. I even know what shape I'd make.
I'm guessing a musket.
Telling you now would ruin the surprise. If you really want to see it, just come and visit me.
Oh, okay. That was cute. That was one of them I guarantee saw, and then this one I also saw was Frina, which I wish she was holding the Frina reward, but was she already anywhere? I don't know. I remember seeing Chiori somewhere, didn't I? I guess not. I could have sworn I saw Chiori somewhere nearby. How confusing is that? Either way.
Lady Farina, please allow me to take just one more photo of you. I would also love to get your autograph, just as a memento of our time together on the crew.
Hey, I've had enough of the camera flashes from when we were all up on stage.
But, Lady Farina, you are the best director I've ever met! The most photogenic maiden in all of Fontaine! This kind of lively and celebratory setting is exactly where you shine. I believe all photographers would agree. Come, the brightest star of our land! Show us your light! The camera is waiting to sing praises of your beauty!
That's kind of uncomfortable, is it not?
Well, I'm flattered, but...
No, she can't deny that she likes it.
All right. I'll humor you and try a few more different poses. But I don't have to hold the trophy, right?
Of course. You may pose however you like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. By the heavens, my luck has been beyond belief. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with it now.
Breathe, breathe, my dude, breathe. That was interesting. Yes. I would like to talk to Frina privately one more time, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know where the heck Chiori went. I thought I remember speaking to her though, but she's just not here. Yaka's also not here. Where's Yaka at? Oh, that's a question I didn't think I'd ask. Where the heck is Yaka at? That being said, time we focus on the Navia story quest, I suppose. There is other places I could check, but I think that's enough for now. Let's go.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
You just approach us like that? Mm-hmm. What is good?
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
No plans in particular, just a daily dose of adventuring.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Should you really be the one offering a compensation? Huh. Wait, was she doing all of that herself only?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well.
Okay.
Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
Alright.
And then, since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, alright. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see! Wait, there's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
A boar in a box? What?
The
How do you make that one?
has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Wait. This is a thumbnail. Wait. This is a rare gesture of a Paimon face again. I have to get it. Dude, this face is like... This is definitely a mood. Like, some kind of mood. I don't know what I would call this face of hers, though. It's like, it's different from confused. Is she perplexed? It's different from pondering. It's a very unique face that she's making. Compared to Traveler that's just, you know, genuinely surprised.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just write out each item next time. Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that
That's
as long
fair.
as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
I sure
Anyway,
hope so.
I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
Until we take a look at that, even though we don't really know the language of Teyvat, because the language of Teyvat has been confirmed thanks to the Charlotte trailer. Was it her teaser trailer or just her little character demo for 4-star kids? I think it was that one. It showed the Teyvat newspaper with the Teyvat writing. So the language of Teyvat's very weird in its symbols.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It sounds like you just want to hang out, and I'm all for that.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
It's gonna be a nice break.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Wait. Why did this highlight it? What the? I still got something to do, so why don't you head over there first? Wait, did this mean it's just gonna teleport us? No, I gotta say sure. It sounds good to me. This option sounds important.
All right, follow me.
Obviously.
I'll take you there.
Okay. Oh, it just teleports us. Damn it. Oh, whatever. One of these times they should show like a scene where we're just going on the boat with her and then going there. It could be a really quick one too. Now, okay, they're actually showing something. Okay, never mind.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors of the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson?
Oh yeah, that's a good question actually.
Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well,
Yeah, it is a
what
taxi
is.
service out
You
here.
know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that big also wouldn't have been just his call. Perhaps the rest of Spina didn't see a point in having the 4th line. Yeah,
But
that
that
sounds
would
right.
only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
You could have said arrogant, because that is a form of arrogance, by the way. But, you know, sometimes you gotta admit you're wrong. I'm not gonna be right about everything, but I always take things for granted when I forget something because I don't trust myself. But that's a me thing.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out.
Braving the ties together. Uh-huh.
It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Okay.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
What?
Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
Yeah, I do remember that story, actually. You know, because Navia, I think she had to bring that up in the court, didn't she?
That's
Could be
all right.
wrong.
I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once
That's an
said
interesting
that a
thing to
name is a
say.
kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So
That's true.
I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Of course she misses them.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
Gotta respect her for that, to be honest.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new poisson.
The traveler's face is concerned.
Do you think she's doing alright?
She seems to be managing, but she's been having to cope with one thing or another. Yeah, I mean, if we go back to the Archon quest, she pretty much broke down, even with Kino nearby watching her, that was all kind of fucked when that happened, because she was already pent up through thick and thin with Silver Malus before, like, everything happened the way it did. It's very interesting.
Okay. Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
It's such that even though they were NPCs, again, I feel somewhat attached to them. I thought they were homies because they fought alongside us, comrades, if you will. But that's for Silver Malus, right? Some people like to argue, bruh, since they're NPC, they're not very memorable. Well, I feel like they're not memorable if they're not at least in cutscenes and whatnot that feel like they matter. Like, people even argued against the Tepe thing, and I was like, fuck. I mean, if you didn't care about him, of course you're not going to remember his face or anything, but I won't forget what happened. It's like you forgot the whole basis of the story. Even if it was someone I didn't know, I'd feel bad for them if they just suddenly died from an illness just because of something that they took in trusting from some sponsor. If we go back to the Inazuma Archon quest with the whole delusion situation that was going on, where random people were aging quite a lot and even dying because the delusion would just sap their life force. I still can't believe some people said they didn't care about Tepe when he died. It's like, it's easy to overlook it because it's someone you didn't know, but it's hard for me as someone who cares about even people I don't even know. I am a person that cares about people I do not know because I feel like everyone should be treasured above a lot of things and take care of themselves. Something that I even struggle to do myself, but I honestly do care, even if it's an NPC. That being said, I feel like it's understandable why people don't care though, because it's an NPC. They don't feel as memorable, they don't feel as impactful as if it was a named character, an actual playable character that actually just dies. But I don't think Genshin's ever going to go that route, even though apparently Honkai has done that. That game came out on console. I wonder how long that game would actually take for me to play through. I heard it's like going on its 7th year, but yeah. Honkai Impact.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Was good.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to
Florent.
take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as Callous the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
Oh, yeah. Going back to the first Archon story quest, yeah, I didn't forget that. That shit was so surreal. That was what made me really like Navia, is how determined she was. Because the whole Calissa unfaithful thing happened due to a misunderstanding through another case that was going on, and that was the whole case with Lenny. I gotta say, I gotta respect it, you know? I thought that shit was so surreal. I actually really liked that story. Man.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis and everything they did.
Shouldn't Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Girl, you did not just talk like that. No, no, you're not allowed to speak about yourself like that. Like, I respect you a lot.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
I think that's
Just
fair.
kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Well, if that's what you think, I think it'll just be a matter of time. Whether she agrees to it now or not doesn't matter. She will do more for the people, and she will be respected more for the people, because that's how cool she is.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Why you have to say, hey you? What the heck? What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
Oh god. There's no way they... No, no, let me not look into it like that, but it just made me think of an anime when I heard this. Like, we're acting out two different people, right? We're doing poses, right? Yeah, I see where this is going.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner. Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running this show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Okay, then try something imposing. Oh god. So we're going the Genshin route for posing. I thought this would have like a little scene for it. It'd have been cute if it was a little scene. But either way, I mean, not say that just yet. Let's try looking out into the distance. Happy pose. I'm kind of curious what the top one is. What is imposing?
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Hey!
It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
Yo! Nah, hold on. I gotta see if I got the screenshot for that. If I didn't, just in case. Shit was clean, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The shit was clean. Alright, I'm sorry. I just had to look at that again. Because it was too quick. I had to look at that again. You might see a thumbnail of that propping up in the future. Just saying.
But isn't Clementine pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Good question. That's why I feel like imposing wasn't the right answer if it was gonna look like that, to be fair. I feel like it needs to be a bit casual.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias.
Right.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
Let's try a happy pose.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Oh god. Oh god.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
No, fuck no. No, that's not something you can just do once.
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
This is not what I expected when I thought of happy pose. Come on, man.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
I don't know if that one's really good though. Yeah, it's so funny. Yes.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
That was so goofy.
I tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Well, we're looking into the distance then.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Hey.
Remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Alright.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
It makes him look too tall? Wait, was she naturally taller than him? Look, I know Navia's a tall woman, but damn.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Okay.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Oh, boy. What the? Hey! Oh, come on. Hey, it looked clean, though. I mean, you gotta pull out the sunglasses every now and then, yeah?
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
All of this is just gonna be used as reference for a thumbnail. Because I need more of them. I need it. Oh, damn it. I didn't even get that one. Thank God I did that. I missed out on one of them. And I missed out on another. Yeah, I missed out on another. Damn. Well, even though the thumbnails will kind of suck. Well, not all of them will suck. I feel like I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this thumbnail work if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups.
What do you mean by souvenirs? Don't tell me you're going to do something with the picture.
Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
Oh, God.
Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
You're talking about the one on the boat?
one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Oh, I definitely don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I remember the whole situation where we had to do. Now, I guess making him look innocent. I wouldn't say make him look innocent. That sounds wrong. It's just like him becoming innocent in his own right was just because he was innocent, but it all tied into the whole thing that was going on with Lenny, though. As far as I know, he ended up turning out innocent because of that story, which is very interesting. But yeah.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Hey, at least this way we got some cool pictures. I mean, yes, sir. I mean, these are thumbnail worthy, but what are we gonna search these pictures for? I mean, Navia is a good-looking woman after all, but seeing her in other outfits would have been nice. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Coulter?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
Oh boy.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago. But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Confrérie of Cabrières. I never said it like that. I said that so fast, so I guess I did say it wrong. I usually say that so wrong.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Mans was guilty as fuck. You don't remember? I won't forget that. Again, this is all part of the whole problem that happened with Lenny, because he got involved with Lenny. We had to prove his innocence, but it even involved another case while proving someone's innocence in the process. I can't forget that. Shit was awesome. I loved it.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Ah, yes, that.
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Yes.
Looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before, so you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
We just followed Navia's lead. Yeah, that is true. But I feel like we wouldn't have done the case as well without her, to be fair. You know, proving Lenny's innocence.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Wait, does he not know about the Primordial Sea thing? I believe people in the Fortress of Merrepeat were forced to go to the surface, you know, when they were dealing with the flood, right?
About that.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Bro, this is like one of those scary things about getting out of jail like years later and then realizing you come back home, everything ain't the same. You find out the man went through fucking wars, I tell you. Has a scary face, maybe even lost a leg or an arm and you wouldn't even realize it until you had to ask that question, what the hell happened?
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Oh, I didn't even realize Melissa died in it, damn. Even though I don't remember who that is. I'm sorry.
Luce and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Luce, I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey! Keep it together!
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Yeah, quite a bit. It was a fun time too. Well, except for the flood part, that shit was just so surreal how that shit built up. I don't want to blame Farina for what she did, because it wasn't exactly her fault. Everything falls on Fossilor's shoulders more than just Farina's, even though they're practically both the same person, despite Farina not really knowing that her existence wouldn't exist if Fossilor didn't split herself.
Okay.
I actually like this music. There's another song I should get actually. Maybe I should get this. My third year is catching up with me now. I wonder how many more, artifact clips I'll be able to get beforehand. At least I know I plan to get one more big summon session in just before my third year. So we'll see in the next couple months. I've explained everything that's happened recently to Coulter.
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
I would also have found them very difficult to accept.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
I forgot the name of what the case was exactly, but man, I can't believe the whole thing about, getting Lenny's innocence turned into, oh yeah, another case is brought up since someone randomly dissolved right in front of us. Yeah, that's kind of sus, man. He screwed himself after that. And then we had to find out how far he really took that. It's crazy. Mans was crazy. Man even paid the price of getting killed by Oceanids in the end, though.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network. We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romeu? It's not even how it's spelt to me. That kind of bothers me.
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Yep.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spina di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah. You could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, Boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis' side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion.
What was
They
it?
believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
Isn't that, like, cringe, though? Man, you gotta understand, it's one or the other, and you can't always expect to, have the greatest outcome of this. If one person gets picked over you, it's gonna feel pretty bad. But man, that's gotta suck.
Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Okay, good to
I
know.
think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
You two, huh? You don't mind? Nah, this feels like he's the third wheel in this situation, isn't it? Isn't that kind of messed up? I feel like we're supposed to be the third wheel, but I feel like that's the opposite.
Of course. That's fine by me.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
I want to say Adele's... Okay, I don't remember Adele very well. We have to see her, 'cause I don't remember her.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
So I like to travel a lot, but I don't know how to structure this and make sense of it all. Because the biggest problem of it all is that I don't know how this should be well structured. It really depends. Doge. Alright. So there is still children over here in Poisson as well.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
What are you talking about, road? What road? Bro, y'all gotta stop talking like that. What do you mean, road? I haven't seen an actual road in this game. The only thing we've gotten close to is probably the way the sidewalk looks in Fontaine. You know, the Court of Fontaine. Even though I don't know why it's called the Court of Fontaine. I feel like it should just be called a street or something. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely something better suited for this statement.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
She is milking us, isn't she? I feel like she's trying to spend as much time with us as possible, the way that she's putting this.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Man, I can't even help but feel bothered by the way you said that. You don't even look that old.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
Don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
You really know how to really piece some things together, don't you? Most black people would take that. I mean, I would too, actually. I mean, who doesn't like snacks?
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Oh, right.
Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
I have some right on me.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so he should have some stuff on hand.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Isn't this cute? I don't know. There's something about this, bro. Anyways, I would love one of these out in the wild. Can we get one of these? Like, seriously, when will we be allowed to have a stove on the run, dude? The moment we have a mini stove, that will be the delay, even though there's a cooking pot right over there. I'm just saying.
Ah, how did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
Also, by the way, I need to do this. Day to day, this has been getting worse lately, but hey, we good. Oh, one of each? Okay, gotcha.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Those robots,
Boss's
dogs up
baking
there.
skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
She must love having them
It's
good
just a hobby.
snacks.
There's no need to praise me for it like that.
I mean, it's not a bad hobby, honestly.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
There's still some important things we must do. You really want to poach me from the Adventurers Guild? Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
That's certainly one way of putting it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I can see the voice actor Paimon enjoys saying macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
Oh, there's something in the grass. Thought I heard something just now. Was it just some small critter?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time. All set? let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
I wonder if I should let it keep going as the sun sets. I feel like the daytime in this is fair. But I don't know if I want it to be nighttime. It's gonna be nighttime soon. Guess I should do it the time of day. Except that I don't really hate the nighttime in this game. It's just, I like daytime a lot. I like seeing the bright colors and everything. This is
Hey
Adele.
there, Ludovine.
Oh, Ludovine.
How's
Okay.
business lately?
I'm about to say, I was like, it's supposed to be a kid, right? Yeah, I'm just overthinking it.
The demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
I'm pretty sure she probably already knows that.
My mistake, my mistake.
Okay.
I just got so used to calling her demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads.
Even though you say that, you knew exactly what you had on hand, huh?
There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
I will say, that depends, but I have a question. Who the fuck is the guy in the background right there? He kinda sus, I ain't gonna lie. I see someone back there. You can see him peeking around that corner. Kinda sus.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person.
Okay, I don't remember who that person is exactly.
She said she used to be
Yep,
terrified
there we
of
go.
Papa.
So he was
So,
there.
as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Yeah, they're showing this guy again. I was right. This guy was eavesdropping on us. It was pretty easy to notice him too.
But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended with similar circumstances.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, he's still
By
back there. You
uncovering
can see him in the
truth about
top right
case,
corner,
I
bro.
was able to give her closure at the same time.
That's kind of sus, man. Why is the guy being all sneaky?
She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
I was like, how long are you gonna not notice him, Trevor? Like, Jesus Christ, you're in the perfect line of sight to see him. Like, come on. I'm sure he was the guy we heard ruffling in the grass earlier. The question is, why? But... So I wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
I'm sorry. Someone's tailing us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Man, they got left behind like that.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there.
Oh, three of them. Peppy, Angler, and Martinat. Oh, where are you going?
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Oh wait, can we play as
Brothers,
Navia?
there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Bro, you talk a big game for someone that looks like an NPC. Let me stop. Alright, can we play as Navia? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me play as Navia. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see this. Oh, God. Okay, so she had the same build she did in the. Yeah, this is the same exact build she had in the trial run, actually. Except C3 this time. Which means she'll get some energy and decrease her crit damage? Energy gain this way? Slow decrease. Is this crit damage or crit rate when I see CD? Whoa, 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 whoa. Each stack of Shadow Consume will increase crit rate by the shot by 12%, increase it up to 36%. Damn, that's a decent C2, huh? Either way, who would want to get these cons though? I don't think it's that worth. I think this first one's interesting. So she'll do less damage but gain more energy when doing so. I don't know why you want to do that. Every time I look at her, I get the urge to pull for her. Because, like, I can't help but just be like, she is very eye-catching to look at. I love her design. But I would never pull for this Claymore. This is not a Claymore. This is a Battle Axe. They really justify making this a Claymore. It's such a beautiful weapon, but this isn't a weapon that's considered a Claymore. It is a two-handed wielded weapon in RPGs and whatnot that I played. This would not be counted as a Claymore. So I find that really funny. But I digress. Anyways, trial time. We'll just try a normal shot. Okay. Try to do. I want to try to use her only. Even if that means I have to do a reaction though, because trying a first reaction seems kind of bad. But... Oh.
Scatter. Now talk. Who are you, and why were you tailing us?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm also sorry that I hate them because I just did his burst like that. But you know what? I was hoping to do Navia's burst before it ended. That was why I did that. I'm actually kind of sad.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognize your situation. Don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up above and down below as well.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken.
Both of us could have
Anyway,
just soloed them, so it
stop
doesn't
playing
matter.
tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Well, Coulter, just as you said, it happened. I don't know if this is mere coincidence, although I wonder if this has to do with you returning.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm down, my dude.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
That sounds like really cringe. That's like some Backstreet Boys like bully type beat.
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
You're lying. I feel like there's another angle. You followed us all the way here. There's more to this.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Oh, so you're drunk. That makes it even funnier.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't okay to, but I don't feel like it was the wrong decision, to be fair.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
But what fight would it inquire? Like, we already proved our might pretty well, unless they're gonna try to single you out, Navia, but do they think you're that fragile of a woman? I mean, how do I put this? It's like, do they not know that Navia uses a claymore? I think if a woman carries a big-ass weapon, I don't think they're weak. Like, come on now.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that
It's just
far,
hatred.
since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
And it makes me sad hearing you say that, because, like, the fact that it got toppled this badly due to Navia's father? She doesn't want to inherit that. She don't want all that. Who wants all that? All the shit that they just went through, why the fuck does hatred have to continue to pull around her due to what her father did? I don't think that's fair.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already, so why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah.
Sorry, that's just
The
what
underground
happens when you
place.
live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
You like
We
the
can still go
fishy
out in the
smell?
evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Betcha there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
Oh god, I don't want to hear that. I still waste it. I still have his mirrors up, bruh. Now, should I teleport there? I'm probably gonna teleport there. So before I do that, I'm gonna take a trip to get my energy back, cause I'm a person that's very paranoid and not seeing my energy next to my character, no matter what the reason for it was. If I don't have my energy up, I'm gonna be bothered by that. Um, gotta go to my punching bag over here. Gotta do it. Every time, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. Man, I'm about to get a lick off of me. Crazy. Man, it's crazy, bro. What time is it? Oh, damn, it's almost 12 o'clock. Decently long stream today. Either way, if you couldn't tell, I'm still pretty excited. And still, it's really frustrating because, like, after looking at so many videos on Navia, because even though she's jail, I really like her character, so justifying a reason to pull for her is always nice for me. And I had to come up with a very nuanced take because for me, I can't just keep pulling characters that are on-field DPSs. Most of Fontaine characters they release are on-field DPSs, which I could easily bench at any time. And I can't help but say, if it's not a character I find super fun and a character I really like as well, alongside it, it would bother me. Navia is really fun for a Claymore character. Probably the funnest Claymore character I think we've seen today, and I really want to play her. It's really weird. Her playstyle is too unique to be judged by the eyes of the beholder. You have to play her for yourself and have to play her for yourself to realize where she stands as a character amongst other characters, but some people will still think that the character's not good because they're Geo. I pondered this thought a lot, and after even looking at a certain three characters post-release analysis, I still feel partial to what is needed to be said here. I do think she may be a tad overhyped, but I feel like people are overly undervaluing what her unique playstyle actually is. Her playstyle is so unique that if you don't understand what makes her playstyle so good, then it's simply because you don't like her or justifying a reason to not like her, because I do think she is really good. And also to the people that call her ugly, I swear to God, you don't have a woman. I don't want to hear it. Like, I know I want to talk, but damn, like, come on. You don't know what a good woman looks like if it walked in front of you. If you're gonna tell me a girl that looks like a slut is better looking than Navia, I don't think she's the prettiest girl in the game, but I think she is definitely one of the prettiest. And no one can change my mind on that. Even though pretty doesn't really suit her, I feel like beauty is really what suits Navia. Beautiful.
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
Yeah, it sounds like quite the duality issue there. But to have someone hate him and love him is very interesting. Is there no neutral stance to this man? That's my question.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Oh god, how that? You know what? Let me not.
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Okay, sure.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Sandra? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Actual seaweed? Why seaweed though? You could come up with something better and more derogatory than that. You could say putting rotten eggs in them. Actually, that sounds disgusting, but...
Oh, Paimon's sorry! Please have mercy, Navia! If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all!
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
So what are we doing here? Getting something to eat real quick? Speaking of eating, I need to get something to eat myself. Okay, I think that's small as okay. I don't know what's going on here with that, but sit inside and wait. There's no real place to sit at, is there? I can only sit here. I can't. Oh, I can sit there. I don't know who I'm allowed to sit next to. I have this feeling that I should sit next to her, though. Enjoy a fantastic meal as well as a wonderful performance. A thing to lie down, you return to your room with
Hello?
Paimon.
Are you asleep yet?
What do you want to talk about now?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
You really, like, envelop exactly what I expected to like about you as a character, I swear. She really is trying to enjoy every moment with us because, you know, she already knows the type of person we are. So she's really trying to spend as much time with us as she can. It's really cute.
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Look at that. It's so cute. I love it.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
Since the invitation is coming from you, huh?
I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
Well, this might be the fastest to get there, to be honest. The heck is this fishing rod?
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
Yeah, this doesn't really feel like fishing.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Isn't that, like, missing the point of what fishing is meant for, though? Like, there was a point in my life I actually wish I could have went fishing, but I just didn't get the opportunity to. And it would have been an interesting time, looking back at it. Sometimes I wonder if I would have had a chance, and if I did, I wonder how it would have turned out. You know, fishing with my father and whatnot, because now those chances have long sailed off. So the chance of that is long gone. I couldn't even fish with my father nowadays if I wanted to, which also makes me sad, personally, but yeah. The thing I like about fishing, though, is very calm, it's very chill. It gives you a chance to clear and get a, you know, a good feel for fresh air. Is probably the best way I want to say it. Because it's a different vibe from like taking a walk. It's funny that I say that 'cause I have been on a boat before, but I never actually fished. So, I mean, I never rowed a boat either. It wasn't one of those crazy things like that, even though I can't really call it crazy. I wish I got to experience that more, though.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
What the heck is that expression, Paimon?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method, manual all the way. Automation is more efficient. You're making me pick over the other. Oh, great. I feel like there's some meaning to fishing manually.
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
It's probably to do with the glint in your eye.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Now I have the question, do you ever feel tired then?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Malus and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Oh god, I did not think she would phrase it in such a way. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
I got something? What do I got?
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
We
can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
What? What? Ain't that like... You know what, whatever. This is such a meathead method.
You want
Nah. I just was telling you finally managed to reveal the prize to okay. I thought it wasn't still on the line for some reason. Okay, you know what, let me stop. This is how you managed to reel the prize to catch together, and the rest of the night your rockets either rack up catch or the catch ball. For some reason, Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Navia seemed quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin head back that Paimon discovered the real reason and mystery why she didn't get a single bite. What?
You didn't attach a hook to your
That's sad. Well, that's just sad. At that point, come on, man.
Stop wasting time. The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Culture? What the hell?
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
Let me carry you to
All
the
right.
bed.
Go to bed. I had a great time today.
Alright, see you around, Navia. Well, not around. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I'm actually a bit worried how this circle is going to end with the culture situation.
So, how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
That little bit of scene that we saw Coulter talking to that person that I thought was going to leave them alone made me wonder about something. No, I don't know what to believe right now.
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
I did not think you would make such a bad joke like that. Look, it's cute, but this is like, if Mona heard this, she would want to barf.
Huh.
Yeah. Just where did you get that from? His face. Oh, that's a good face. Yes.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
That still didn't change the fact it was Ben. I think it had to be Sino. It had to have been Sino.
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
We got the fishing rod. How interesting. Is that Adele right there?
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Oh, it's this lady. Oh. I forgot about. I can't forget droopy-eyed mother either. I forgot about. Okay, so this was the wife and the child of Marcus, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, I remember them now. Yep, this was definitely them. Her own daughter even hated her father.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh,
I
it's
forgot
alright.
their husband's name,
don't
but I can't
mind.
forget.
Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Yes, hello, droopy-eyed lady.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed.
Okay,
Thank
never
you
mind. It was
so
Jack.
much for your help on Jacques' case.
Okay. That's my bad. No, it wasn't Marcus. I'm so sorry. Your husband's name was Jock, alright? Okay. I remember her daughter hated her father so much, though, and he had to clear his name, and it was actually somebody else. I forgot what that case was, though. I know it was involved with a different case. This happened after Lenny's, if I'm not mistaken.
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too.
Oh, she is pretty cool.
What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Ooh. Fancy books. I didn't realize it looked like that.
A Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
There's a reason for that. Yeah? She's gonna explain it here, huh?
It's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
Alright, don't grow up too fast. There is a thing like that, even though no one would believe me when I say that.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously. Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
What the?
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Oh, I already knew this. I was just wondering if you knew about the explosive thing, but it doesn't matter.
Could they have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Kind of.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Oh.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina, and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson.
Oh yeah, we have to stop them.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Got
Leave
it.
it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
I expect you to attack her, right?
Watch out, boss!
I see. Wait.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Damn. He caught him quick. I honestly thought Coulter really got away with it for a second. Now I have a question I need to ask. I had a feeling they were going to single out Navia exactly how I expected it, but really, Coulter really never planned to return? Why did he fabricate his stories to fit the scenario? Or am I missing something? Why would he even bother doing this? What's the reason of hatred?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
Wow, you know what? Let me spin the narrative. Did she ask to be born? Did she have control of being born? I feel like you're pinning your hatred on the wrong things, man. I mean, the hatred shouldn't even exist anymore. That shit's long gone. You're just justifying hatred. That's crazy.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Why? That's so
Only
out of
someone
pocket.
as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
Bro.
You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
Okay.
But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
What is this?
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
It just sounds like you're trying to justify your hatred, my guy. You really need hope.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened, and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
What, did she physically harm him? Like, bro, can you justify your statement? It just sounds like so much hatred.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all?
Oof, that's very spiteful of you to say that. Holy, that is such... Oh, wow.
Have you ever
ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing? Have you ever considered that? Maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too!
Shut your mouth!
I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
Alright.
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
Shut up.
You're gonna have to.
Alright.
There's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Why'd the music change? What? Do I get to play Navia Part 2? Yeah, Navia. Oh.
Watch out!
And boom.
With rock. Haha!
Ow.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna justify building 6, even though I think it's already too late, isn't it? You know what? We'll just do this.
With rock coming at ya!
Nice. I really like her playstyle. For a Claymore character, she's probably the most fun in this game. Damn, where did all the people even come from anyways?
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I guess it's fair to ask that.
I don't know, but I have to go.
We're gonna be back to our point of view now. A short while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson. Okay. So before all that happened, we're back to this point of view,
Let's
yeah?
hurry up there! We have to protect the Clementine line! If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Yeah, where everything would fall in, yeah. Is it under or above, though? Smash your way through the water as quickly as possible. Wait, do I have to fight all of them? I guess I probably should.
Midnight to ashes! Coming through! By royal decree! That's that! These certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction. Eyes on me!
Midnight Ventat. Here you are.
must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it? Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
There's a keyhole there.
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
Maybe it's some kind of switch, too. Yeah.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key.
Oh, we're going with that logic?
This side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
How interesting.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Can we check everybody else before that? It feels way too convenient that the first guy we searched had it. It's just stealing more off these people. Alright, let's not go that route, alright? Can't believe the first guy to the left of us had the key. But why does it take a key, though?
Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
We should check the perimeter just in case.
Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go.
What the? Yo!
They're gonna bury Rosula!
Damn, Traveler. Geo? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Watch her.
I'm doing this the Spina way.
Alright. Damn, did she kick the rock? Excuse me? You just did an elemental burst in a cutscene, bro. Uh-oh.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
Damn, even the guards are trying to hook her up with the help, man. Damn, that cutscene was awesome, though. That was way better than I thought I imagined it being. I think that part of the cutscene, the part where it showed Navia smashing the rust, was probably definitely in her teaser trailer when they introduced it in the dev live stream. It was a very brief moment, but it showed her smashing rugs, and now we know it was with the parasol gun, the umbrella gun warfare. Yeah, that was an awesome cutscene. But I can't get over the elemental burst thing. What the fuck was that? They showed an elemental burst in. I know. It sounds stupidly crazy, but I think that's just so cool. I can't even help it. That was cool.
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
For sure.
All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
The thing I probably liked the most about that cutscene, though, was the fact that they showed the demonstration of the Traveler's power again. And the reason why I say that, because the last time we saw a demonstration of his power to a degree was probably the fight with Child in a cutscene where they showed him doing the Geo and Animo power together. Because, like, the Child can use both of his powers at the same time in that fight. I wonder if they'll ever let us be able to switch between our powers on the Traveler. Will that just be like an end game thought for, like, after we go to SNES 9 or something? It's just something that's always been brought up in my mind because I thought that was so cool to see those in the scenes like that. Even though everywhere in this game is showing the Hydro Traveler right now, we did the Geo ability during the cutscene, so I thought that was cool. Feeling a bit fatigued.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
I guess because of what she experienced back there that she hasn't
We
told us
managed to
yet.
catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it. That's good, at least.
Oh, what do you want to say, bro?
Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not Callus, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that.
Of course he
There are
wouldn't.
too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
I see. Man just got out of prison to go right back there. That's crazy. I can't help but laugh at his dumbass.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
Yeah, she's really gonna need it. Get you back to Persona.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth.
Oh my goodness. What is this?
Do you really see me as your partner?
Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by that? There's only one true statement for saying truly seen as a partner. Like, how far are we going with that statement?
Of course.
I see.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
That was cute.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days.
She expended so much elemental energy? Is this like the first time we've seen such a thing like that? Or am I missing something given that her fight must have taken a lot out of her? Not too sure.
Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
But that's because I've never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Oh no.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Interesting. Go with Navia to see the surprise. Is it not down here? The way that it's looking, it looks like it's down here. Gotta go all the way back up to this ship again, bro. I don't even know why I'm hungry and all. What time is it? This has actually been a fruitful stream despite how everything turned out, but since we've already seen the cutscene, we're pretty much etching at the end of this, you know, story quest here. And this was quite a good one. Ah. What's going on here?
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Aww.
This is Papa, Mother, and me.
It looks very nice. Man's really looking like that one guy you would see in anime that just looks like that really cool old guy. He really does look like that really cool old guy in anime.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old
Mr.
camera
Callis.
records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow! This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Bruh. So you were just trying to give her a nice gift for her efforts?
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
Hold on a sec. I gotta take every precaution when I hear that. That's or the. Actually, I can't even explain the sound. I just don't want to take that chance.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Think this is fair? I also always believe in the bond between us, whatever that may be.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Bro, despite that, it's still your mother. I gotta respect this. This story quest was great. I liked it. That was great. Maybe we gotta talk to Navia a bit before we leave.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
Oh, we will definitely ask that later. But anyways, about the gift from the townspeople.
I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all. It seems like looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted
About
earlier.
Clementine.
You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines. It seems like, looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
Now for the question that really matters here. About asking, do you really see me as your partner? I need to know.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
Man. Whatever. She leaves it like that. That makes me a bit sad for some reason, 'cause I want to know truthfully how she felt about that. Because usually in those wildest moments, even if girls say like the wrong thing that could be swayed the wrong way a guy would take it, I just truly want to know where her head was at when she said it. That's all that mattered. At least that's how I would have took it. I'm not some guy who's gonna twist it into thinking I got some shot to shoot for her. I'm not that type of guy anyways. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I have a stream tomorrow, unexpectedly. I have a special video Monday for the first day of 2024. I might have something on Tuesday as well, and I might be preparing a new playthrough soon. If I can actually do it, I'm gonna try to, because the best chance I have is next month. It's my best chance to start anything right now. So we'll just have to see what happens. Either way, next year gonna be a long time for me, so hopefully I can at least be able to do the things I plan to do. But I wonder how streaming will be for me if I just want to document Genshin the way I have. I like doing it this way because imagine if I was recording this. I don't know if I would have been, well, I don't think it really matters to think like that, but sometimes it does make me sad that YouTube algorithm isn't very, it doesn't look down on me very nicely because of the way my channel brought up. It's not something I'm surprised about, but I didn't think I'd be this bad. It does make me a bit sad. Well, either way, I do want to see how this turns out either way. Seeing what happens. If a new game makes me blow up again, it's gonna frustrate me, but oh well. Maybe I could try a bit of something nuanced, like making a new YouTube channel. I have been thinking about doing that lately. I'm just not feeling like I'm ready to do that. It's not that I'm like worried about losing what I have. It's just a matter of starting anew for a premise that I just want to shoot for to see what I would want to do if I do get shown up in a certain way. It's all in me wanting to test the waters of YouTube's algorithm is all. That's mostly why. I just don't know if I want to do it yet. Because this channel can still be my main channel, and the other channel could be more about my Genshin clips. It makes me wonder if I want to go the route of doing that. But to make matters worse, I'm not an artiste or anything like that, so I'm not really good at like creating stuff like I did for like my banner or my YouTube profile. So I don't know what to really do for stuff like that, honestly. I wonder what I'm going to do. Well, either way, I have fun today. Our friendship is 6. Will I get our friendship anyway this weekend? I don't think it really matters because we'll stream again Monday. Because we have a very special stream coming up for Monday. Despite that being a double upload special, whatever you want to see for it. Tuesday might be a Spiral Abyss reset. I think Spiral Abyss is gonna reset on Monday or Tuesday. I think it's gonna probably be Monday for all I know. So we'll see when Spiral Abyss resets. Can't wait to see what the new Abyss is gonna be though. But outside of that, again, we're about to have 64 polls, right? Yeah, 64 polls coming up for the Paimon Shop reset on Monday. That's gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to see how that turns out. I can't wait. It's something I have such an urge to pull Navia because I want her so bad. She's a desirable woman, man. Like, you can't deny that. You see a woman looking good while being pretty strong, too, is quite nice. I don't think she's overpowered, but people talk like she's average when I think she's a bit more nuanced than average. I still find that a bit weird. I think she's above average. I think the only character that you could say is arguably better than her as of her release would probably be Linny, outside of like Nuvolette, which is a guaranteed better character, or Farina is a guaranteed better character. We're talking about meta. But I think she's better than Linny, but I also think Linny can also be better than her right now because Navi doesn't have a best team right now. Navia's playstyle is too unique. She needs someone else to complete her, and that's actually an even better response to the community in terms of how people have praised her. People can't accept that she's a good character despite being Jill. Very weird. I'm finding it very weird. I want to have an excuse to get a Jill character because here I was planning to get Ito on this account, then I changed my mind because I have Ito on my second account. I don't want Shell either because I have Shell on my other account. So I want to get Wander on this account, which I would have gotten him regardless if I didn't get Shell on my other account. The Ito thing was what was interesting though. But she is just so fun. I like her. She's probably the most fun Claymore character since D-Luke for me, and I really value that a lot. Because right now, the only other character I would have said I liked is Ito, because I do like his playstyle despite being burst reliant. Navia's slightly burst reliant, but I wouldn't rely too much on ER substats, because in the teams you play her in, you won't have to worry about that too much if you play it well. And I want her pretty badly. It's so tempting to do a tempo. I'm a tempo from a 50-50. If I get her, I get her. I don't, or I don't. I don't want to go with the mindset of doing that just on a whim. And I don't want to follow the hype either. I never like doing that. But I usually try to justify my conviction when I look at different sources. So when I do, I feel good about when I do those impulse pulls. And it makes me feel really good about myself when I do so, how it turns out. But that's usually how those turns out. I don't know what's gonna happen if I do this. I don't know. I don't wanna pull a Navia. I want to get Nouvellette first. Then my response was maybe I'll get her on her rerun. The problem is that I want Farina. I want more cons of Farina. I want to Road to C6er, which I will literally have like special thumbnail prepared for those streams and whatnot. And I'll even make I wouldn't say a montage, how should I put this? I will create a massive video despite how long this may take to get her C6. I will do it. I do not care. There's not a lot of reasons for me to play this game anymore in terms of pulling new characters. So getting a new Geo unit that I don't have a Geo DPS for gives me reasons for artifact grinding, so far and so forth. The same goes for Anima, which I've been avoiding those goblins like the plague. So the only other thing left is an on-field Hydro DPS, and that comes with this nuance. It's hard for me to accept this character, even though I have a really good goblet from Arshase Hunter. I want to pull for him just because I like him, but he's probably the least desired of all the on-field characters to me, not because of playstyle, but his fun is a bit nuanced. I don't like the way his teams are right now because I don't like Shunling. And Lenny, I'm sorry, I don't like him. But for an on-field DPS, I want him just because he's an on-field Hydro DPS. The first of its kind, even. You could say Child is one too, but like he's just so much more unique at what he does. The reason why I like Navia, I do think I'm gonna have fun playing Nouvellette, but I feel like when I get this character one day, she's gonna be so much fun, and I'm going to be all for it. Except for that eye animation, I might get tired of hearing that after a while. I might get tired of hearing that one after a while. So right now, for DPSs, those are the only three characters I want. Is Wander, Navia, and Nouvellette. I only want Wander because I want C6 Farazan because I like Farazan. So after I get these characters, I don't know what's going to happen for future characters. There's new future character in X-Patch, but she could very well not be a character I want though. You know, I'm not Gaming, but you know, Shan Yun, which is Cloud Retainer, coming out with Lancerite, which is kind of neat. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Still makes me sad that I don't want this character anymore, even though there was one point I did want her. I don't care how hot she is. I don't like her design, because they could have kept it subtle. But no, some people want to try to justify her design choices. Now I'm just derailing the conversation to something else. Anyways, I think I said enough. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I just felt like justifying and just saying stuff at a whim because I felt like it. But it's not the end for me. I have at least one more stream tomorrow and whatnot, and after that, that'll be the end of the year. So I'll catch you guys next year for Genshin. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah. I'll catch you guys later. Yes.